Imagine coming home one evening and noticing a long crack running through one of your walls. You don't remember hearing anything break, nothing dramatic happened today, yet somehow that crack has been quietly growing for years. Now imagine your emotional life is that house. Many of us spend years trying to fix visible problems such as anxiety, trust issues, people pleasing, low self esteem, or unhealthy relationships without even realizing the foundation was affected long ago. Here's the surprising truth: some of the biggest battles you are facing today may have very little to do with today. They may have everything to do with the child you once were. Before we dive in, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you care about, subscribe to Mindful Peace with Dr. Antonia, and click the notification bell. Don't forget, so that you will never miss our weekly conversations about mental health and emotional wellness. So let's begin. What is childhood trauma? When people hear the word trauma, they think of major events like abuse or violence. But actually, trauma isn't always what happened, but sometimes it's about what didn't happen. Maybe no one comforted you when you cried. Maybe you grew up feeling invisible, constantly criticized by others, or emotionally alone. Maybe your parents met your physical needs but weren't emotionally available. Children don't just need food and shelter, they need safety, affection, encouragement, and someone who makes them feel seen. When those needs aren't consistently met, the developing brain adapts to survive, and those survival patterns often follow us into adulthood. How childhood can shape adult relationships. Psychologists call this attachment, the emotional blueprint we develop from our earliest relationships. If you grew up feeling safe and loved, you likely learned people can be trusted and I am worthy of love. But if love felt unpredictable or conditional, your brain learned something different. Some adults become anxious in relationships, constantly fearing rejection. Others avoid getting too close because trusting people once led to disappointment. Some desperately want love but become frightened when intimacy grows. These aren't character flaws, they are often childhood survival strategies showing up in adult relationships. So, when does survival become a habit? Think about it. If staying quiet kept you safe as a child, you may struggle to speak up as an adult. If being perfect earned you approval as a child, you may become a perfectionist who never feels good enough. If pleasing everyone reduced conflict for you when you were a child, you may find it impossible to say no as an adult. Those behaviors weren't weaknesses, they were intelligent ways your young brain learned to survive. The problem is that many of us continue using childhood survival skills in situations where they are no longer needed. So, what happens inside our brain? Childhood trauma doesn't only affect emotions, it also affects the brain and nervous system. Imagine a smoke alarm that's become so sensitive that it goes off every time someone makes a toast. That's what happens to a traumatized nervous system. A delayed text message, a constructive criticism, or a small disagreement can feel far more threatening than they really are. Not because you are weak, but because your brain learned to stay on high alert. But the good news is healing is possible. Yes, healing is possible. Here's the part I want you to remember: your brain can change, This ability is called neuroplasticity, and it means new emotional patterns can be learned throughout life. Healing starts when you stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What happened to me?" That simple shift replaces shame with understanding. Healing also involves learning to calm your nervous system through healthy habits such as mindfulness, exercise, journaling, prayer, supportive relationships, and when needed, professional therapy. Each healthy boundary you set, each act of self compassion, each time you choose peace instead of fear, you are teaching your brain that life is different now. Here is a message to parents. Dear parents, if you are raising children, please remember this. Your children don't need perfect parents. They need emotionally available parents. Parents who listen, who apologize when they are wrong. Parents who make home a place where feelings are safe. Small moments with your children. A hug, words of encouragement, 5 minutes of undivided attention leave lifelong emotional footprints. If today's video touched your heart, I hope you will remember one thing. Your childhood may explain some of your struggles, but it does not have to determine your future. You are not broken, you are adapted. And the same brain that learned to survive can also learn to heal. Healing isn't about pretending the past never happened. It's about refusing to let it control the rest of your life. So if this video encouraged you, let me know in the comments. What's one unhealthy pattern you are choosing to leave behind today after listening to my video? What is that pattern? Please tell me in the comments. Your answer might give hope to someone else. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Mindful Peace with Dr. Antonia, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for spending this few minutes with me. Until next time, take care of your mind, protect your peace, and remember, it's never too late to heal the child within and build the life you deserve. Thank you.